So with that said, how about a big warm welcome to the newest member of the Sports Rail team, Mark Ziegler. Mark from the UT. Boy, when you come on, people watch. You're a ratings sensation. You a baseball fan at all?
A little bit. I'm more of a basketball guy, soccer guy.
All right, well, you're also a Stanford guy.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm a baseball fan after watching that with Luke Casey. Oh, my gosh.
I know, but as an athlete, you can...
I can relate.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Let's talk a little bit about the ball game. Two great running backs. Let's talk about the Stanford running back first. Everybody, he was like, the Heisman runner, blah, blah, blah. How good is he?
I think he's better than Christian McCaffrey. He's not as versatile as he was, but he's faster than him.
That's pretty big praise.
This is a guy who still holds youth sprint records in the United States. So he hasn't gotten any slower, and now he's a little bit bigger and another year in the system and vision.
We're talking about Bryce Love, of course. So you have big expectations. Is he going to be the best running back on the field, though?
I think so. I think he was last year too. I mean, I think he's tremendous, but I'm biased.
All right, so obviously I'm referring to Juwan Washington. How good is he? Who's going to have the most yards when this game's said and done?
Well, if David Shaw's coaching, I'm not sure, because David Shaw only gave Bryce Love 13 carries last year against San Diego State, and they lost. So I don't know if he'll do that again or not. The thing about Juwan Washington, which is going to be interesting this season, is San Diego State a system, or are they just a bunch of great running backs that have happened to come through? Now, Stanford's kind of shown that it's a little bit of a system. I mean, you've had one after another, and now you have Bryce Love. He's about the fifth or sixth in a row they've had. Is Juwan Washington the third running back in a row that's good, or is it just they have a really, really good system?
Could it be both?
It could be both. I mean, I think you have a running back. I think good running backs are attracted to the system. Not very many teams run this ground and pound offense anymore. And San Diego State and Stanford are really, really mirror images of how they play.
Of course, your expertise, or one of your many expertises, is basketball. Brian Dutcher met with the media for the first time since his contract extension. He was talking about the Maui Invitation. Take a listen to this. Invitational.
I say about that, I want to play Duke. I was hoping it would be in the finals. But you don't want to go to Maui and miss an opportunity to play Duke. So we're looking forward to that first game. It'll be a real test. So to see how we do against maybe the best field in Maui history. So a field with Duke, Arizona, Gonzaga, Xavier, Iowa State, Illinois, Auburn, and our Aztecs is going to be like a Sweet 16.
Describe a scenario where they beat Duke in Hawaii.
Well, the scenario is it's really early in the season. It's their third game, and Duke's going to start maybe 5 freshmen. If you're going to play this Duke team, you want to play them early. You do not want to play them in March because they're going to be much, much better. And what he said, I genuinely believe, because when I talked to him right after they found out they were playing Duke, he said the same thing to me. And I know the players were really excited. These players want to play them.
All right, we got about 90 seconds left, so rapid fire here. What non-conference game, after we get back from Hawaii, what's the non-conference game we should buy tickets for?
BYU, no question. I mean, it's BYU.
BYU. All right, speaking of, we were talking about the past. Jamal Franklin's going to be honored in the as an Aztec Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Do we remember him as a Conference Player of the Year, or as the guy who made that foul against Kemba Walker that kept us out of the Final Four?
I think people remember from both, but one of his great unsung legacies is that he was the guy most responsible for, you look at their shoes and look at all the different colors they wear. He was the guy who started it. One night he came out in lime green neon shoes, and Steve Fisher kind of said, red, black, white, our colors. You can wear whatever you want, but keep it to our colors. He tested it, and Fisher said nothing, and look at him now.
Well, you segue into my next question. The NBA now is opening the floodgates as far as, I would argue that the college game is still a team sport. The NBA is all about who's got the best set of collection of individuals. By now letting the shoes... the NBA is lifting the curtain on restrictions on shoes. It's going to become more of an individual sport.
I think they're doing it because it's a concession to individual expression. And this is a hot-button topic in the sports world right now with anthem protests. And I think it's a way to sort of relieve that pressure a little bit and say, we're helping you guys out here. You do this for us. You stand for the anthem. You can wear whatever shoes you want. I think they're related.
Okay, that's a compromise I can live with. Former colleague of yours, now the director of the Cream of the County basketball event, Aaron Bergen, he's going to be in that chair tomorrow. What young prepsters are you keeping your eye on around here?
Well, I'll tell you what, San Diego has changed a lot. It used to be, well, we got to go see this player, and that would be it. I think there's, 15, 20 30 guys now in San Diego that you can see. I think it's the whole scheme of things. San Diego basketball at the prep level has changed in the 25 years that I've been here. It's remarkable what it's become. I mean, when I was here, it was a wasteland. Maybe one guy a year would get a Division I scholarship. Now, as you'll see in this event, it's a great event. You'll see 15, 20 Division I prospects out there, and some very good teams.
Mark, thank you for
my pleasure.
Hope to see you next week. Tonight on the ASR, we have a bunch of stuff coming your way, including a couple of volleyball games and some interesting stories we'll be bringing your way. And Bernie Wilson's up next, and he'll be on that hot seat in just a bit. Right now, the KUSI News at 5 p.m. is over. But here comes the good news. The KUSI News at 6 is coming around the bend.